Hello, good evening. Hope you're all keeping well. And just while people are joining, I'm just going to find myself on my iPad. There I am. So, hello. So I thought I would just jump on and do a quick live using Colour and Contour as I haven't used it. I have used a couple of bits, but I haven't used a lot of it. So I thought to encourage me to get on and get it used, I thought I'd do it as part of my life. So I'll turn you down and let's get started. Okay. Looking okay, not too fuzzy. Looking a bit lopsided for some reason. There we go. So tonight we're using Colour and Contour, which is a two-step stamp. So you can stamp the outlines. So you've got the little bud, got this flower, and then this flower, and then you've got the insides. So hence the two-step stamping. And it also comes with some great dies. So as you can see, I've already cut a couple out. So this is great for doing the edge of your cards. If you want to layer up different coloured cardstock. Then you get the die for cutting out the main flower, which we'll be using. And then these great scalloped dies as well, which, you know, obviously can be used with anything. And this one is a great one. I don't know if you can see the detail, but these lines, so it cuts the lines. So you then get a nice little break in the cardstock, so you can slip some ribbon through or layer it up in other ways. So we'll be using a combination. I've already done most of the die cutting, so I'll be nice and quick tonight. But I will be using these for die cutting the flowers out. And we will obviously be using the stamps. So if you're on, please say hello. Love to have your company. Hope you're keeping well and had a good weekend. I know it's Tuesday, but I had a lovely weekend. My mum and dad came down to stay for a couple of days. I worked them to the bone, as you do. So for the initial card, I am going to use our new in colour, one of our new in colours, Polish Pink, for the card base. So this is standard card base of 14.9 centimetres by 10.5 with a layer of our Pale Papaya DSP, and we will stamp a sentiment and we will stamp some flowers. So let's do, and now it's totally up to you which way around you want to do it. Sometimes it's easier to do the outline. Hi Louise! I know, I was watching her as well before I came on doing her unboxing. I also have a box of goodies that were delivered from today that I have been desperately trying to ignore, but I don't know for how much longer I'll be able to ignore. So I am going to, in fact, do you know, I think to start with, I think I'll stamp the big, because I very rarely use these. Yes, I do have a box of goodies. Did I get the penguin? Yes, I did get the penguins. I literally haven't looked at anything. So I've got the penguins. I've got a few bits that aren't Christmassy. Because, you know, we do love a bit of Christmas in July in the crafting world. Some of us are a little bit behind. So I don't know. So just, I bet you're jealous. Well, I saw your comment on Emma's live that you weren't overly sure if there was anything there that grabbed your attention. But I have to say, there's lots. At first glance, I didn't think there was a lot to like, but actually, the more I look at it, the more I like it. So I have got a couple of bits. I didn't go overly mad because there were a few other bits that I wanted. In fact, I'm going to stamp this on here. There's a few other bits that I'd quite like, but I didn't go mad for my first order, given that it is July. Yeah, it's probably best for you to wait, to be honest, Louise, and then, like you say, at least then once you start to see some samples, you'll get an idea as to whether or not you actually, if you actually like it, or, you know, if you're going to get much out of it, or, you know, the versatility of it. So I don't blame you for waiting. There's no rush. It's only July. So I'm just going to stamp these the insides of the flower. So obviously these are the distinctive. So it's oh yeah, they are definitely cute. And I must admit I wasn't going to get the penguins to start with, but the more and more I looked at it, and then to see the celebration papers that go with it, yeah, definite must have. So these don't fit 100%. They're not meant to. I'm just gonna, so that's polished pink I'm using. Yeah. I am looking forward to, oh, can't close this. I am looking forward to giving it a try, I must admit. So, excuse me, a bit of pale papaya. And, should I do it that way or should I do it that way? Do it that way. So pale papaya, and where's my white? So we're going to lay that on there. Yeah. What did I get from the celebration? Is it bad that I can't really remember? So I can't remember. So it just takes me a while to think about it. So I got the penguin paper. I probably got most of what Emma got, to be honest. I got the sheep because when you're a family of farmers, you can't not get the sheep. And I know my nieces will absolutely love that. So yeah, I got the sheep and the dies. I got the dahlia. It's a dahlia. And I got, what am I going to do on this one? Will that fit? It will. What else did I get? I got the sheep, got the dahlia, there's something else. Can't think what it is. I'll have to have a look in my box. Shaded summer dies, that's it. That's what I got. I knew there was something else. because I've got the stamp set, and as much as I like the stamp set, although I haven't used it much, I was thinking, oh, I really wish they did dies for this, and now they do. So just gonna stamp that in there. That to one side. So that's stuck down. Scissors. Yeah, it's a beautiful stamp set, I have to say. The flower is very similar to what is in the Simply Elegant suite, or whatever it's called. One of the flowers that's in that. But I just don't like the Simply Elegant suite. I don't mind the papers, but even then, some of the papers I'm not so keen on. So we'll stick that down. And of course, I got the sweet stockings because that's the one with the cats and the dogs and the hamster and the mice. I mean, I can't be an animal lover and not. Okay, so I've die cut a scallop out as well, which is going to go there. I'm going to stick this, no, I'm going to stick this flat, but stick this flat, but then this I'm going to put on some dimensionals. Oh, and the hand pen, so there we go. I knew it'd come back to me eventually. It just takes a while for my brain to kick in. The perfectly penned, or the black and white version of the hand pen papers anyway. So anyway, I am quite tired today. Okay, and then we're going to stick that on there like so. Now I could add some ribbon. Maybe a bit of pale papaya ribbon. Let's get some ribbon out. So yeah, after a busy last couple of weeks, I feel dead on my feet. Or weekend, should I say, because work's always busy. But normally I get time to recover. Oh, got glue stuck to my hand. Put that to one side. And we can put that there, like that, on a glue dot, which I'm quickly running out of. And then it seems only right to put some gems on. let's have a look. So, what are they called? Genial gems? Don't know if I've got any left. Not many, I know that much. Oh no, I have got some. I'm so unprepared for tonight. Let's just ease that off a bit. So. Okay. So I could have coloured the leaves in, but I quite like it like that. Ah, that was a nice quick card. So I have done quite a bit of prep. Let's do the inside. So again, I'm just gonna stamp this in Memento. Got a bit of glue on there. Mind, we'll turn it round. I must admit, I do love the Shaded Summer. Just haven't gotten around to using it yet. I'm thinking it'd be quite good to do a emboss resist. Type technique on it, because they're quite good bold flowers. Now, although I've done You're Absolutely Amazing, I might just get the Happy Birthday from Sweet as a Peach, because I just love that font. My Happy Birthday, the font in this set, for something that I wasn't overly sure I liked to start with, is gorgeous. Need my Simply Shabby. Yeah, it's been ages since I've done the embossed resist. You know, it might be quite good to even do a Joseph's coat technique with those flowers as well. Okay, and we're going to stamp this sentiment in Polish Pink as well. No, don't be silly. Don't be silly, Louise. To be honest, I just haven't had time, because we came back Sunday. I was working Monday, Tuesday, and then I was working that week, and then I had a couple of days off because my mum and dad came down at the weekend. So I'm going to tuck it in there actually. So no, I haven't actually had time. So that's kind of my plan for this weekend. The next couple of weekends, I haven't really got much to do apart from the usual housework. I do need to make a birthday card for my niece. So let me put that back in here before I lose it. Yeah, I do need to make a birthday card for my niece, so I need to think about what I'm going to use for that. Maybe I'll use the sheep from the Celebration She would love that. Hey, Cindy. So nice to have your company. So I'm just doing simple cards tonight. You're very lucky that I came on because I very nearly fell asleep on the sofa. Oh yeah, Louise, the basic borders are great. Yeah, I had them arrive. So that's our first card done. Sorry, it's me busy blathering away. So our next one, I'm going a little bit off-piste with, not off-piste, but I'm going for the Brights collection. I mean, I love Pale Papaya in Polished Pink. It's just gorgeous. But I am a purple girl. I do love my purple, so naturally I've got to go for Gorgeous Grape. So using the colour and contour dies, I have die cut the largest die, but then I have embossed it with the brick and mortar embossing folder, 3D embossing folder as well, just to give it a little bit of texture. But I'm going, so that's my inside. But as it's Gorgeous Grape, I'm also going to add a hint of Pacific Point and a bit of Bermuda Bay. I know, weird, but they're all from the Brights collection. And I just, well, you know, you can't go wrong with the Brights. I'm a bright girl at the end of the day. Not bright as in smart, but they are my colours of choice. I do like a bit of colour. Yeah, I like the basic border dies. From what I've seen of people using them, Louise, I too have ordered them, so they also arrived today. Made full use of my Celebration pre-order. So I'm just going to put this here, so it's the same width as the card. So again, a standard UK card base. And then I'm going to layer that there, and then I think I'll put that on there and get a tiny little border around, but I'm going to stamp onto this bit. So for this, I'm definitely going to use these stamps. So I need to clean that off. Yes, I love the brick and mortar. It's definitely one of my favourite embossing folders. So you can see the detail. It's great for generic Louise. It's just, yeah, it's definitely one of my favourites. Definitely. So we are going to start with the outside, and I'm going to stamp. So because I've got Bermuda Bay, Gorgeous Grape and Pacific Point, if I'd prepared, yes, it is. And the brick and mortar, oh, you know, butterflies. So Gorgeous Grape, Bermuda Bay, and I'm actually going to stamp in the colours. So we'll start with Gorgeous Grape because it's my favourite. So I'm actually going to stamp the outside and the inner in the same colour. So we're going to start in the middle. Turn that over. I'm going to start in the middle and just to the left. Okay, we'll need to clean it off. And then we'll do the inner. Now, apparently there is a trick to lining these up. Let's see if I can get it. So, we need to So where you can see this little mark here should line up with this here, in theory, or not. Or am I not? Just not seeing it. I usually mark my stamps. There it is. Ooh, that's quite dark. I might stamp it off. So if I do the outline, and then I'll stamp it off. Oh, honest, I know what I'm doing. Honest. I kind of know what I'm doing. Need to twist it around a bit. There we go. Yeah, that's better. So, how are you anyway, Louise? How are you, Cindy? Yeah. It's just, I like Gorgeous Grape, but it can sometimes just be a little bit too dark. I probably should have done it in Highland Heather. So I'm going in for Pacific Point. So it will go slightly off, but that's okay. And again, oh I know, I'm going to stamp off again, just, you know, to be on the safe side. Why is it? I can see it when it's upside down, but not. Oh, I've moved it, that's why. Yes, Louise, work can be exhausting, but it pays the bills. It pays for some Stampin' Up goodies. Mostly, anyway. I need to properly go through my delivery that I had today. And we're going to do the final one in Bermuda Bay. Okay. And again, this will go slightly off. One of these days, I'm actually going to follow my own advice. It's funny, that doesn't look like Bermuda Bay. Oh well, we're going with it. I think maybe it's time for a re-ink. Oh, thanks, Cindy. And I think I'm going to pick Thank You for Everything, and I'm going to stamp that in Bermuda Bay as well. I'm just going to put that just there. Okay, so that's most of the stamping done apart from the inside. So, I mean, you can't really see the brick and mortar, but you can get a hint of it around the edges. So for this bit, I actually die cut first and then ran it through my embossing machine, because I find sometimes if I emboss first and then die cut it, sometimes it just flattens some of the embossing. And that's not always a bad thing. But yeah, so I tend to die cut first and then run it through the embossing machine. I don't know why I put the lid on. I've got this thing about putting the lid back on the glue. Not that I really need to. So you still get a little hint around the edges. Just lifts it just a little bit. So it's not so one-dimensional. So I'm going to stick this on flat, right in the middle. And then I might put this on dimensionals. Let's go crazy. A bit heavy-handed with the dimensionals. But you know what they say, no one likes a saggy middle. Apologies if you can hear the birds outside my window. Pigeons are going crazy. I dare say my cat is outside tormenting them. Okay, and then just put that in so you just get a hint of the Bermuda Bay, which if you were being frugal you could punch or die cut from the middle of the Bermuda Bay. But as you can see, I'm not in a frugal mood today. So, oh, we could add, no, pearls don't look right. I have some artistry, there we go, artistry blooms, because when is a card, not a card, when I haven't included artistry blooms, sequins. I do love them. Just having a look to see if there's anything else I might have. Could always colour some pearls. Ooh, no, those are better. I haven't used these in ages. These are the blue adhesive gems, which we had. If I can get it off. Come on. Okay. With the snowflake wishes last year. I'll use the other end. I love these. Got loads of putty attached to it now. And put them in the centre. And go for a lighter blue. Artistry blooms. Love a bit of artistry blooms. Yeah, really quick, really simple. So the next one I have, oh no, I haven't done the inside. Don't let me forget the inside. I need to do the inside. Can't have a naked card. Okay, let's have a look. I might do the outline in Memento this time. I love this flower because it just makes me want to, oh thank you Cindy. I've got to get the artistry blooms. Sequins, I just love them. Makes me want to do like a rainbow in this flower. It's got to be gorgeous great for me because, you know, it's my favourite. I will stamp it off though. probably because I haven't long since re-inked my stamp actually. Oh, first time. Get me. Okay. So I think thank you for everything says it all on the outside. So I'm surprised the cat hasn't come to join in, to be honest. Although she is sleeping, one of them is sleeping soundly next to me. I normally like to make an appearance. I get glue everywhere. So, there's card number 2. I must be getting quicker at this, don't you think, Louise? Flying through them. So that's the second one. So for the third one, and then one that I've kind of got in my head but I haven't thought through. The third one, I've gone for mint macaron, which I don't normally go for mint macaron. In fact, do you know, I think this is the first piece of card I've actually used for my pack of mint macaron cardstock. Is that really bad? I'll get my bits out. Card bits, that is. No one wants to see that. So I have left over from another live that I did a little while back, the painted texture embossing on a bit of basic white, which I thought I could layer up with either Pale Papaya or Calypso Coral or Pale Papaya cardstock or some DSP. I don't know, you tell me, what do you think? I know, I love Mango Melody, but I have to say it's not one that I use as a card base or anything very often. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, I quite like Calypso Coral, and again, it's not one that I... Yes. Yes, I wasn't frugal at the start of this, Louise, and I did buy literally one... No, to be fair, not right at the beginning. Yeah, I like mint macaron and Calypso Coral. I will get in a bit of Pale Papaya, but that'll be in the flowers. And I bought the combo packs to start with until I started to figure out which ones I liked, and then I just kind of added one on every time I did an order. Oh, that's a good idea, Cindy. I have so much old DSP to use up. And in fact, I did think... The thing is, obviously the mini's only just finished, but looking at my stuff that I've got over to my right, I've got so much stuff in the mini that I haven't used. I really do. And the last celebration. God help me with this celebration. So yeah, so that's my thinking. So it's a 2-inch strip by the length of the card. Sorry, while I'm waffling. And I just thought I'd maybe stamp a sentiment on here. So this is the scallop that's got the slit in the side and there and in these sides, but hasn't got, so it's not all the way through. I mean, you could easily cut it if you wanted it to be. I mean, obviously it's great for ribbon. So I thought I'd just stamp a sentiment, and then I'll just put some flowers, a couple of flowers around it in Pale Papaya, Calypso Coral and mint macaron. But yeah, so I did the combo pack to start with, Louise, and I think, to be honest, it's probably the better way to go, because otherwise you could end up like me and have loads of cardstock that you're not actually... sorry, I'm reaching over for my ink pads because I'm so unprepared. I haven't actually got them out. and loads of cardstock that you don't use. But, and like I was just saying to Cindy, I have Mango Melody, but I don't use it as a card base. So I suppose once you've got one pack, there are some colours that I use more often than others. But Mint Macaron, this is from the first pack that I bought. I'm trying to think now of how long ago it was. I might even, you know, stamp this. No. Stick to the plan, Joanna. Stick to the plan. Okay. She says. So we've done. Thank you for everything. Yeah, and I think that's why I do. If I was going to do it again, I would say, get the combo and then pick out your favourites. Get the ones in your favourites, or the ones that you end up using the most of, because I just think otherwise. So Happy For You. Yeah, I'm going to go for So Happy For You. Because otherwise you just end up spending money for the sake of spending it. And I think until you know what you really want, and, you know, I thought I needed everything to get started, and you really don't. Oh yeah, I think I think neutrals are good to have as full packs, because you can use them for your layers, you can use them for your card bases. But I think for things like this, I'm going to move it out of the way because guaranteed I'll get it wrong. You know, United Navy, even the new one, the Evening Evergreen. It's a great neutral colour, ironically, and a little bit softer than black. But Basic Grey, Smoky Slate, they're great ones. And your Crumb Cake and Sahara Sand. I probably use less Early Espresso. I think I would go for the greys, Crumb Cakes, Evening Evergreen, something like that. Because I say they are, I'm going to stamp this right in the middle. And United Navy, I mean, I love United Navy. But then, you know, and then you can add to it as and when. And, you know, Louise, if you've got rewards, because I know you're a demo, so if you've got rewards and you can't think of anything that you want to spend your rewards on, use it on buying another pack of card. You know, one that you fancy using, or anything like that, you know. And I do it, so I use my rewards to buy the storage. So I'm just going to stick this down flat. You know, so usually it's the ink pad and blender and the blend storage. If I haven't got anything else that I want to spend my rewards on, that's what I do. So I'm not spending it all at once. And I haven't cut that straight at all. Oh no, that's okay. Maybe it's my eyes. I love Pale Papaya, which I never thought in a million years that I would. Well, yeah, Basic White, because, you know, I go through that like it's going out of fashion. But, yeah, I bought Pale Papaya and I really like it. And I never thought in a million years I'd say that. But then Calypso Coral's really, really growing on me as well. So I'm just going to stick this here, just so we've got a hint of... let's just open it up. Actually listen to Ruth and do what she says. Okay, I'm just burnishing that down just because the embossing folder underneath. Just to make sure it sticks. But yeah, I would, I mean, I go out of Basic White. I don't use Basic Black quite so much. But I think Basic White, because I use it for my insides as well. But of course, if you've got lighter colours, you don't always have to put an inside in, an inner in, if that makes sense. Okay, so I need some scrap. Then I might actually get my die cutting machine out. This is the only one I have a separate scrap bag for, and it is for my Basic White. All the others go back into the little pockets that I have them in. So might need another bit if I want to do 3. We might not use all 3, but we'll see. I'll let you be the judge of it. Let me put the lid on my glue. So let's start with mint macaron. Did I clean that? Not sure I did. I need to clean my chamois. Oh no, I did. I'm doing it the wrong way around, aren't I? Let's do this first. Not that it really matters. I mean, that's just so juicy. I don't think I've ever used this either. Cajun Craze is another one, but oh no, that's super juicy. Let's turn that over and do it again. Cajun Craze is another one I've never really used a lot of, and I'm trying to think what else. Probably pumpkin pie, actually. There's just a few. Yeah, I moved it again. I think that lined up. Not that it lines up perfectly anyway. That's better. Not so dark. See what happens when you've got a really juicy ink pad? I mean, I thought the same for my Memento ages ago. I was like, this just isn't stamping, it's not coming out very dark. And then I realised that I'd had it for about 4 or 5 years and I'd never re-inked it. And then as soon as I did, bam, fine. Okay, so Calypso Coral, and then we'll run these through the die cutter. Let's just double check. Yeah, we're gonna stamp off. Where is it? There it is. So if I stamped it in the same direction every time, it would help. But that would be too easy. And then I'm going to do Pale Papaya. So my lovely cat, got to tell you this story today. Obviously I'm working from home today. My lovely cat Mabel, who's fast asleep next to me and you can't see, decided she was going to come and get on the desk whilst doing my video call, and then she promptly sat down and started having a wash in a you-know-where right in front of everybody. I was like, the girl's got no dignity whatsoever. No dignity. I was like, oh nice Joanna. Like, yeah, I know, sorry. There's no class in this joint, what can I say? Oh, I've done that the wrong way. That'll teach me for talking and stamping at the same time. Not that it really matters. Yeah, no dignity whatsoever. Yeah, she's got no class, my Mabel. She's like, yeah, we know, you all want to see me. And then Bella made an appearance. You just think, oh, I don't know why I bother. But of course, now when I go in the office, everybody moans at me when I'm on a video call because I'm in the office instead of being at home where they can see the cats. They've gotten so used to it over the last, what, 18 months? So, let me just bring in my little mini. which I never thought I would love this machine quite as much as I do. Excuse me reaching over the screen. That's what happens when you have your nails painted. Can't pick things up. So, just going to try and line this up as best I can, and I've got some post-it note tape because guarantee it'll move. So the best thing to do is look for that. Look, there it is. There. The only thing with this die set is I wish they did more of these flower dies, so you can cut more than one at a time, but that's just me being lazy. Yeah, I get on a call now and it's all like, oh John, you're at home, you're at work. I was like, well, I'll quite happily go home. Hello, Michaela. I'll quite happily go home and do the call from there. How are you, lovely? Did you have a nice birthday? Wait, so I'm just lining that up. So I'm on a bit of a roll. I think I might need some new plate. And one more. Oh, I'm glad you had a good day. And I will apologise now, Michaela, that I didn't send your birthday card. But it is in the post. Because I'm rubbish like that. I've missed so many birthdays, it's unreal. But the card is in the post and you will get it probably, what day are we today? Tuesday, so probably Thursday now. So you can have an extended birthday. Okay, let's just run this one through. Oh yes. And it's actually weird because I don't know why I've never thought of it, because your birthday is actually the same day as my surrogate granddad's. His was on the 4th and he would have been 102 this weekend if he'd still been with us. Right, so that one's the one I did wrong. So I'll put my post-it note tape back. So here we go. What do we think? So that's going to go there. We'll do that, and yeah, he's been gone 5 years, so he made it to a ripe old age, bless him. So I think I'm going to tuck that one behind there, and obviously we'll have to add some ribbon because it's only right. There, what do we think? Okay. Picture it. Remind me which way I put them. So let's just put this down here. And then, so I'm going to stick this with glue, and then I'll stick a couple with, ooh, dottage. Cindy, you didn't tell me dottage. Should have added some dotted. Oh, see, I caught that just in the last second. That was lucky. Just gonna do. What's this like? Just add a little bit of interest top and bottom. Just so it's not quite so. Yeah, no, we'll leave it at that because otherwise it'll. Oh, Susie, late again. And you're a teacher. Hope you've got a note. You are, Cindy, honestly. I expected better from you. You should be telling me dottage by now. Although it should be ingrained, shouldn't it? So I think what I might do is put this flat and then that up on a dimensional. So, and Susie, you'll get your little kit out to you for the class next Tuesday. So that should be delivered to you Friday. Yeah, detention. She should know better. I know, Glenna would have been screaming. Would have been able to hear her all the way here. Well, next time, Susie. So I'm going to put this up in a dimensional, and then of course feel like it's only right to add a little bit of, I'm thinking twine actually, rather than, what do we think? I've got so much twine, it's unbelievable. Ooh, I think that might go nice. Hi, Julia. Or, ooh, I think crumb cake. Is that crumb cake or is it Sahara sand? So yeah, Susie, you'll get your I know, get me 5 viewers. It's unheard of. How many cards have I done? This is my third one. I do have one more that I've semi-planned, but haven't actually fully thought out yet. Ooh, I love it. I love a slimline. I love a mini slimline. So if you do a mini slimline, Cindy, like, because that's how I use up some of my old DSP, doing a get my words out, a mini slimline, which is 3 by 6 inches. And then of course with the old, particularly celebration papers, if you've got loads of those, I'm going to cut it long. Seems only right. I might just squeeze that in under there. Yes. And it's great then, you can use the DSP. So I do my mini slimlines as 3 inches by 6 inches, scored at 3. And then if I've got loads of 12 by 12 or even 6 by 6 paper left to use up, it's a great way to use the DSP as a card base, and then just add a little bit of, just add a sentiment and a little bit of basic white in the middle to write in the centre. Trim them down a little bit. If I can get hold of it. There we go. We'll do it that way instead. And then, okay, now I'll use the Artistry Blooms. I love these sequins, I really do. If I haven't said it before 5 or 6 times on this live. I think. Pretty. The colours are just fabulous. I feel like I'm going to go OTT, I know. And then a Calypso. Well, I don't know if that is Calypso Coral in the Artistry Blooms, but It is now. So there's card number 3. Although I've got a naked inside. But I'll do that at a later date. So that was mint macaron, which, as I say, I don't use a lot of. And of course, it would be wrong not to add a bit of Wink of Stella to these flowers. Get some shimmer going. Would be so wrong not to. So how is Aquafit, Julia? Are you fit now? I've been working, you know, because I've got to pay for my Stampin' Up! Goodies somehow. And I do love the sparkles. I do. And then I went to get my nails done. Fresh Freesia, anybody? A little bit darker than Fresh Freesia, but pretty close. So yeah, get a load of that. And a bit of the... Oh yeah, there you go. Bit of the Wink of Stella. So my last card, I've thought about, but I haven't really planned much. So I'm on a roll. This is number 4. So I've taken Gorgeous Grape because, as we found out earlier, it is my favourite colour. And I've used the main, this long, I can't pick it up, scalloped, that magnet is so strong, just to cut the edge, just to give a little bit of interest to the front of the card. And then I've got a white layer for the inside. And then I thought, my notes, and then I thought I could use that 3D brick embossing folder again, brick and mortar embossing folder. And I don't know if you can hear that, but the heavens have just opened. And uh-oh, incoming cat. Incoming, uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh, Bella. Thank you. I'll tell you. Can't do a live without one of them appearing. No, Michaela, by all means, take it. I'm not fussy. I'm, you know, it's good to share. And then I've got a bit of that, ooh, Highland Heather ribbon. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, I'll stop waffling now. So yeah, I've got the 3D brick embossing folder, and then again, a mint macaron. Because I thought, you know, if I'm going to use it once, I might as well use it twice. And I thought again, I might just stamp a sentiment, which I'm thinking is So Very Happy For You. Because that seems fitting at the moment. So many people having weddings and moving house and exciting things going on in their lives. Oh, Highland Heather ribbon, Susie. Oh, it's so pretty. And it's purple, so clearly I'm going to love it. But look at the sparkle in that. Yes, very pretty. Alright, I don't know if you can hear the carnage that's just happened, but the cat's just knocked something down. I apologise if you can. It's raining, which means that she's coming. So no, it's Julia, it's kind of rained, been sunny, rained, sunny, but now this is full-on torrential downpour at the moment. So I'm just going to stick this flat to this bit. So I've just cut it so the basic white layer fits inside the stitching of the scallop, which is the third one from the Colour and Contour set. So, and yes, Louis, I'm loving this 3D brick and mortar embossing folder. Absolutely loving it. I'm just going to lay that flat. So that goes on there. So we could put a strip of DSP on the inside. Oh, Susie, you didn't get wet, did you? I suppose that's the issue of doing outdoor activities. So you get just a hint of. So what I might do is with the mint macaron, I will put some dottage down the outside edge. Just so it gives it a little bit of interest. But you don't have to use another bit of DSP. And I got my Christmas stuff. My Christmas delivery from Stampin' Up! Arrived today. So exciting. Getting excited, dropping everything now. And some of the papers, well, ooh, they're gorgeous. Oh no, that's not straight to run up. Helps if you get it straight. So you can just see a hint of it down the outside. I used the dottage stamp. So it's, let me show you, Susie. So it's this stamp here, the dots. So I use this stamp to just go down the edge in the mint macaron. What Christmas sweet? So I've only bought one Christmas sweet, Louise, which was the, or did I? No, that's a lie. I might, no, it's true. I can't remember. So no, I bought, terrible. I only put the order in last Thursday. I bought the sweet stockings because, you know, cats, dogs. I mean, I'm not so fussed about the mice or the hamster that's in it. But I'm pretty certain I ordered, so I'm just going to cause a cascade of things. And oh, I love this stamp set, Julia. And I'm pretty certain I ordered the whimsical trees ones. I held off on getting the peaceful cabins, peaceful moments, something or other peaceful, because I love it. But I want to not buy everything all in one go, basically. So I'm just going to stamp this in black, Memento black. And then, because I'm going to die cut it out so it doesn't matter where it goes. This wallet. Oh, I know, Cindy, there's just so much choice. Amazon. They're just A5 zip pockets, Louise, off Amazon. I know, Cindy, and it was so hard to not buy everything all in one go, I have to admit. I was very, very tempted. Let me just put that back. And then instead of using Polish Pink, which I used before, I'm going to use Magenta Madness. I don't know if it goes with mint macaron, but we're going to find out. Yes, I can send you the link, Louise. So again, these don't line up perfectly because they're not meant to. So it's the watercolour distinctive effect. This is going to be bright, prepare yourselves. Oh, not too bad actually. So, and then I'm going to die cut this. So I did get the die out for a reason. Using my little mini. So, I didn't think I was going to love this machine quite as much as I do. Oh, candy canes. Yeah, they would make a great, quick, simple card. So tempting. Oh, helps with the line out. Can't see. Can't see for looking, as my mum used to say. Post-it note. Right, because do a quick swapsy and run this through. I like the candy canes, and I like the sweet that Michaela showed us with the pine cones and the leaves, and I like them all, to be honest. There was very few that I didn't think I could make use of. So how quick and easy that is to just, and it just falls out the die. So let me just take the post-it note tape off. And candy canes are great, and you can stamp them in any colour, all colours really, in your Christmassy colours. In a nice real red. What have I done with my card? There it is. Oh no, I can hear you all screaming at me. Well, that's not die cut that brilliantly, I've got to say. Might just try that again, people. Don't need such a massive bit. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Louise. I must admit, I love the contour dies. They're just fabulous. And apart from the flowers, of course, you can use them in anything. Which is what I love about the scallop edge. They're just so beautiful. And it's nice just to add a little bit of interest. Yeah. Oh, let that dry. Plates. I'll put them to one side. So, number 1 plate, number 2 plate. Yeah, pre-cut sentiment panels, it's great. Okay, let me just line this up better than I did. I don't know, maybe it's me. I think it's the way I've got it mounted on my where I've got it mounted, you know. So with these, because they're photopolymer, you can stretch them. So it's sometimes best to just lay it down and let it relax before you pick it up, because that's not lining up. Okay, third and last time. Got places to be? No? That's good. Well, I've got the 2 steps stamping down. So, and don't worry, like, it is meant to miss bits. You'll never own a die cut machine like you can do, though. You can do, Susie. This tiny, there, see? I'd stretch my stamp. User error. Yeah, I mean, they're perfect, Cindy. I love using the Ziploc. I've got them for everything. I do go a bit mad on the old storage, as Susie will attest to. But Susie, you can do, because really this is very this is very affordable. It's a very affordable little machine, and is perfect. Now I've knocked it. It's perfect for all these little sentiments and these little flowers. I mean, obviously you won't be able to do the large embossing machine. Yes, I do have a love of storage. I can't help it. It just makes everything look so pretty. And because my lovely dad, mum and dad visited, but you know, dad was the one that did the work. He put up my pegboards for me above my TV. So now guess what? Hey, you got acrylic blocks. You're one step there. You're one step closer, Susie. I'll make a card maker out of you yet. Yes, my lovely dad put some pegboards up, so now I've got all my re-inkers on show. But of course it means another trip to IKEA to get a few more bits to add. There we go, that's how it should look. Oh, Magenta Madness and Mint Macaron. Actually not a bad combination. Phew, because you know, stamping it 3 times is probably enough for you all. You're probably all thinking, goodness sake, Joanna, get on with it. Stop waffling, woman. So I'm going to put this up on Dimensionals. Okay, oh, got a die cut bit there. And I think the Highland Heather ribbon that I showed you earlier is probably going to be a bit too heavy for this card. So I'm going to put that there. And then that can go there. You've never been to IKEA? Well, Susie. Can't believe you've never been to an IKEA. I've been to the one at Milton Keynes. I can't even tell you how many times. I've got another trip on the horizon, clearly, to film my pegboard. So of course you can colour the leaves in, but I quite like leaving them plain. I was going to say bare, but that's not, doesn't sound right. So And of course we've got to have some bling. It wouldn't be a card of mine without a bit of bling. So very happy for you. Put that there. And I'm going to do one there, and then another pink one. I don't know if it's pink, pinky red. Ooh, ooh, black and white. Yeah, I love IKEA. And during lockdown, I may have had 2 or 3 deliveries from IKEA as well. And I'll put that one there. There we go. Black and white. What did I miss? So that, let me just clear off some space. Look at the carnage that is on my desk. So that's card number 4. Let me just move you along so you can actually see. Oh, no colour on the leaves, yes. Yeah, I quite like no colour on the leaves. So that was number 3. And obviously, apart from number 3, they're all missing a bit of Wink of Stella. With that layout. That was number 2. So again, I've used the Colour and Contour, the largest die, this one, but I ran it through the brick and mortar embossing folder. Not that you can see it, but it does give a little bit of texture just to the outside. And I used Pacific Point, Gorgeous Grape and Bermuda Bay. Should be fairly dry now for me today. With some of the old blue adhesive gems. And then number 1, oh, I haven't done that one. Missed one. And then number 1 I've just thrown on the floor. That's what I thought about it. 2 seconds. I'll see if I can find it. In the dark. And then this is number 1. So again, complete with cat hair now. So it's just... And this was using Polished Pink instead of Magenta Madness. So it's just a bit softer. Ah. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Louise. Well, I hope you like them. So, not bad. Nearly an hour and a half. Not bad. 4 cards, hour and a half. Thank you. I'm pleased you like them. Yeah, I quite like that. And again, mint macaron is not a colour I would normally go for, but oh, I quite like it. I might be using it. Enjoy your dinner, Julia. You like the last one, Susie? Yeah, it's quite simple, quite, you know, and obviously you can put another greeting inside if you wanted to, but I think it says it all, really. It does take time to create, but so I did a little bit of prep work last night and mapped out what I wanted to do, or what I thought I wanted to do, made a few notes, and then the rest of it is just play it by ear. Anyway, let me turn you around so you get to look at my lovely ceiling. So I apologise for the face. I'm tired today. Last one using basic borders. No, the last one was using the scallop from the Colour and Contour. I've literally, apart from on this one where I used the Happy Birthday on the inside, which was from the Peaches. Oh, Suze, you are funny. Tuesday, I'll be able to see you waving. So I used the happy birthday from Sweet as a Peach, but other than that, everything has come from the Colour and Contour. So it's this one that I've used on the edge of the card. So it's got a little bit of stitching. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little bit of stitching there, which is just, well, it is stitching, but the little dots. So it's like a little polka dot, which is great. So, sorry, hi Susie, waving back. I'll see you on Tuesday. And yeah, so everything has literally come from the Colour and Contour set. So I've used most of the layers that come in the set. Most of the, you know, so you get the scallop, which is just great. So I think the only one I haven't used is probably the second largest one. Everything else I have, and the very smallest one, which is cute. It's got little holes in. Everything else I've used from the set. So I just tried to I'm wrecking the joint. I just tried to stick to the sweet tonight rather than trying to mix it up with loads of different things. But bye Cindy, thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. And yes, Susie, bring a bottle of wine, I assume, because if it's water it's a bit boring. Although, as Michaela can attest, if she's still on, perhaps me and crafting with alcohol is perhaps not the best idea. So I did macrame, and yeah, let's just say mine did not turn out how it was supposed to. And yeah, that was with probably half a bottle of wine or so on board. So yeah, me crafting plus wine. Yeah, I'll stick to what I know. But anyway, so Susie, yes, your parcel will be with you Friday, if not Saturday. They're coming to collect on Thursday. So yeah, and then I'll send you the Zoom link for class on Tuesday. Looking forward to it. And it's got me out of book club, I think. But anyway, which is good because I haven't read the book. But anyway, I'll stop waffling now and let you go. Thank you for stopping by, Louise. Really appreciate it. Take care. And Susie, I'll see you on Tuesday. Thanks, everybody. Bye.